Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's last session of After Hours with William O'Neill India, dated October 7, 2022. So before we go ahead, I'd like to give a small disclaimer that any security or stock that we'll be discussing in today's session should not be considered as a buy or sell recommendation, and we'll be just doing it for educational purpose. So talking about Nifty's today action, it was more of like uh, up and down, a volatile or a seesaw action. If you look at it, Nifty had a negative opening or a gap down opening. If you look at it, then it probably recovered in the first 5 minutes, then probably went down, then made a high of around intraday high of around 17,300. And then again it came under selling pressure. And when the selling pressure came in, it went down to nearly 17,200 as well. 7,000, 17,200, 17,220 levels. And from there, Nifty did find some recovery. And again, it found resistance near the previous intraday high of 17,300, 331 kind of levels. But if you look at it, all of this was on a very low volume action. And that's what we'll come to in the next slide. That if you look at this week's reaction, even if the two gains, if you look at it, there was like a couple of gain sessions on on Tuesday and Thursday. Wednesday was an off. So it was very low volume gain. If you look at it, uh, on the volume bar, like this is the average volumes, and this was also very low. And even today's volume was around 220, 225. So that is also like very low. And from the O'Neill front, we are in rally attempt at the moment. I mean, last Friday when we were discussing, that was the day one of an attempted rally. That was Nifty was trying to identify a potential bottom. It did found support at the 100 DMA. That is this pink line, right? The 100 DMA. Okay, and after that, Nifty did manage to stay above that low for three consecutive sessions. That is a Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. So at the end of Tuesday, we did shift the market status from downtrend to an a rally attempt. From this place, we'll probably need a follow through day. And I mean, we are probably at a very crucial juncture that probably will a follow through day come in. And according to O'Neill, like if a follow through, the most powerful follow through day happens between the fourth and the seventh day. So today was the fifth day. So probably 2 more days for a very powerful FTD to happen. And if probably an FTD happens after the 10th or the 11th day, then it's kind of considered weak. And similarly, like if you look at the previous highs as well, Nifty is unable to breach those highs, and it's probably getting some overhead supply around these levels as well. So let's see on the upside what happens, and on the downside, probably the 200 DMA and the 100 DMA is where some kind of support can come in. And if probably Nifty breaches your recent lows of around it's, 16 747 741, those levels, then probably Nifty would be downgraded back to a downtrend. Talking about the top gainers and the losers for the day, the most notable was Titan. as probably Titan released its Q2 FY22 business update, and it was a stellar numbers in terms of the business update that they came out with. I mean, the Q2, your top line grew by 18% YOY. Your mainly because of the jewelry business. The jewelry business grew by 18% YOY. That too on a very high base of Q2 FY22. Just give me a minute. There's some distraction at the back. Sorry for the interruption. I'll probably resume back. Titan, your top line grew by 18% YOY. The jewelry business grew by 18% YOY. Your wearable and watches business grew by 20% YOY. All of this grew on a very high base. Um, the studded ratio, the stud ratio in the jewelry business also grew. That it probably can lead to higher margins when probably the higher EBITDA margins, higher gross margins when your results will probably come out. Overall, stores all opened with more than 80, 85, 90 for jewelry in the quarter, and optimistic outlook for the upcoming the ongoing festive season, that's the Dussehra, Diwali, up till the Q3 quarter that we'll look at it. So overall, a very good and very promising set of business numbers from Titan, and that's why that 5.3% gain for Titan. Overall, the other notable gainers were Powergrid, 1.5%, Grasim and NTPC 1.2%, and ONGC 1%. On the other hand, if we look at Tata Consumers, uh, um, that was the top loser, lost around 1.7%. BPCL lost by around 1.5%. M&M by around 1.4%. Ultratech Cement by around 1.3%. And SBI, State Bank of India by 1.2%. So talking about the sector view, majorly, like if you look at it, most of the sectors were in red, barring your realty, which held up around 0.32%, and your Nifty Media by around 3.8, and your private bank by 0.11%. Overall, if you look at it, Nifty IT post like your small bounces in the last few sessions, Nifty IT is still on a falling trend, and it's declined by around 0.7%. FMCG is kind of holding up above its key moving averages of 21 DMA, 50 DMA, and that's the only defensive one that is probably moving in a higher, making higher highs like at the moment, and probably like could have been some kind of profit booking as we all see like Tata Consumer and those levels. So, but still, FMCG sector is the one that is probably looking in the best space in terms of technically placed at the moment. Talking about the global macro data, your non-farm your non-farm employment data, that is the number of jobs added apart from farm payrolls in US, is probably the most important data. Your previous month around 315,000 jobs was added, and this month it's I mean this reading the expected jobs added is around 248,000. So let's see if the estimates gets beaten or not. Even the employment rate at the moment, like previous month was around 3.7%, and the expectations is around 3.7% itself. Talking about key news, your Tata Steel India business production for Q2 increased by around 1.7% YOY. The Europe production declined by 6.3% YOY. Your Ajmera Realty Q2 FY23 carpet areas like sold increased by 49% YOY, but was down 49% QOQ. Sales up by 82% YOY and down 59% QOQ. The collections was down 6% YOY and 51% QOQ. So yeah, Hero MotoCorp came up with their electric vehicles, the two variants, that is the Vida 1 and the Vida 1 Pro at 1.45 lakhs and 1.59 lakhs ex showroom prices. Ratan India Enterprises acquiring 100% shareholding in the electric motorcycle market leader, that is Revolt Motors. And the company had earlier acquired 33.84% holding in Revolt with an option to further increase the holding. Indian Home Pipe Company has received a letter of acceptance for the work of 194.03 crores from Maharashtra Jeevan Pradhikaran Division in Buldana, Maharashtra, under the Jal Jeevan Mission project. And the project is expected to be completed within 24 months, with a trail for 12 months after completion of the project. So, I mean, that's it from our side. Probably, I mean, we'll wait for the follow through day to happen in terms of the market. Probably will wait at the sidelines, probably to see in which direction the market is probably heading into. And overall, it was an eventful week, and I wish you all a happy weekend, and probably hope to connect with you all in next week's pre-bell and the after hour session at 8:45 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. sharp. So thank you guys.